All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. So I am going to start with a very important disclaimer, all right? I am not here to spread fear. I am not here to tell you what to do with your money. I'm never going to really use the words buy, sell, hold, right? Like, I am just a dude giving opinions, right? And there are plenty of fanboys and fangirls out there that will tell you nothing but good news on both of these night and day. You know what I mean? But I'm at least here to give you my best ability of being as impartial as I can, all right? And for me, these colorful lines help me, right? But AVTX, I just covered not too long ago. I covered on this day, all right? And really, the same kind of test that we were doing here is actually still happening here, okay? So a lot of the thoughts are kind of the same. But hey, I will say, things are looking pretty nice down here, all right? And then mullen, listen, I say it all the time, okay? Reverse split is death, okay? There are times when outliers come and go, okay? And I'll get to that detail shortly, right? But hey, I hope you made money on the mullen move. Don't get me wrong, right? Like, the bank will take your deposit if you made some money, right? But we're here less for a single good day and more for sustained, all right? So before we go any further and I give you more of my thoughts and opinions, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how these things are setting up short term. There are 5 moving averages. We have horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we are done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please subscribe to this channel, share this video online with your friends, comment good or bad. I'm telling you, anything you can do helps me so much, all right? And one more time, there are plenty of fanboys and fangirls out there that say nothing but good things about the stock, right? I am not one of those, and I kind of say that loud and proud, you know what I mean? Like, I would rather hear unbiased news than just, it's all good when it's not, right? So AVTX, there's definitely some positives here that are important to highlight, all right? And I will do that in a second, okay? The few big things to just always, I'm telling you, always that I do. The 8 and the 20, all right? These two lines are all 5 of them, obviously, right? But these are computer-generated lines. I have absolutely no influence on the lines. And in all honesty, I don't even know the math behind the lines, right? Like, I'm not here pretending to be some, like, econ or math genius thing. No, right? Like, these are lines that use the history to put the next dot and connect the line, right? And I always say it, bad things happen under the 8 moving average. And I mean, you can literally see it in this view. You can't get over it. You just can't. And then the moments when you do, it's the 20 that stops you, right? And I'm telling you, that to me it almost all starts there. You get what I'm saying? And when we had this big day, right? One of the things that I said was, look, if we can get over the 8, that's good, right? But 2 things need to happen. Number 1, I need confirmation. Number 2, I need to escape both the 8 and the 20, all right? And man, it sucked because we had the big run up and obviously like looked like we were going to the 50, right? But I always say it doesn't matter what happens during the day. It happens what happens at the end of, right? That's why I'm making my video, right? Like, it's 1 o'clock my time, 4 o'clock Eastern. The bell is closed, right? Like we're done. And this is where we end, and unfortunately you see what happens after, right? So today was an interesting day, right? Because look, we lose the 8 moving average here. That is not a confirmation to me at all, right? That's a small little insignificant one. This right here actually could have been a confirmation candle. I'm actually surprised it wasn't, if you really want to know the truth, right? Like, the way my technical head would have worked is, after I saw this day, I actually would have assumed Thursday was gonna, if I made a video yesterday, I would have said we were coming down here, right? Like, again, technical analysis isn't perfect. I don't got a crystal ball, right? But it actually seemed like we were gonna go back under the 8. Instead, we gap up right here, all right? And man, I will say a couple things, okay? I love the fact that we gapped up but there are things that could have happened better here, and a lot, actually more, I would say this is more of a bad good day than a good day, actually. Okay, and let me explain what that means. So first off, we actually open at 6 cents, but come all the way down to 5. More people lost money than they made money, right? Like, I love a stock that opens at 3 and goes all the way up to 4, 5, 6, whatever that might be. Like, most people actually made some real good money this day, right? Like, today, more people lost a sixth of their money, right? Like, a fifth is 20%, right? So a 6 has to be like, what? 14%. I'm just taking a rough number. I have no idea, right? I'm not that good at math again, like I said. But yeah, more people actually probably lost a double-digit day, right? Because one penny is 16% up. Hey, 1 penny down was probably 16 down, right? Like, again, whatever, right? So that to me isn't good. The other thing is, so we're actually under the 8 moving average. Again, I wish I can see through the line. I wish I had more decimals. Again, we're not here for perfect. Close enough will actually make or save you a lot. Believe me when I say that, all right? But this line is sloping like this, right? Like, that's essentially, like, the line's in there and we closed down here. We are under the 8. So as happy as I would have been that we gapped up all the way here, we actually are still below the 8. And like I said, I think more people lost double digits than they made, right? Because, hey, when I woke up, this was one of the top 4, top 5 gainers of the day, right? It was pushing very, very high double digits. Again, 16 ain't no joke, right? But there's just a couple things that I'm not buying just yet, all right? Now look, I like a stock that attacks lines quickly, right? Like I said, we easily could have just kept going down and lost it, right? But the stock is trying its best to get over the 8, followed by, I imagine, another attack on this 20, right? So to me, I think it's all about, at this point, kind of escaping that 6 cents and getting into 7, right? 7 will actually give you a shot, and a pretty nice little red shot, right? You can see it right there. You can go from 7 to 9. You can get a nice little 2-cent run, and I've talked about this 9-cent line, I know for a fact, on the last video. This was a support that helped us a lot for a long time. Once we've lost it, this is now a resistance that's going to be really hard to get over. I don't know if it's going to be this strong as a support, this strong as a resistance. I don't really know if there's any much correlation that way, but I at least know this 9-cent line matters a lot. Normally, I say, you know what, I actually care more about the moving average. I would put more emphasis on this 50, and don't get me wrong, this 50 is an important one, right? But even if the 50 slips down to like 8 and 7, which it looks like it's working, this is an important line. I'm knock on wood, I'm not bad at drawing these horizontal supports, right? I'm obviously, you know, and this is an important one. This is going to be hard to get over. If we can get over this, big things can happen, okay? And I keep echoing the same thing. It's a little bit lower now because on the last video it was around 13 cents, and I remembered 13 being the number. But for me, look, I would much rather wait for like 11 or 12 cents, all right? 12 cents, especially now that I'm looking at the box over there on the left. 11 cents is the average 100, that blue number over there. Give me 12 cents, get me over these 4 lines. Man, I might make a nice little move from 12 to 17. Hey, maybe even 17 onward, right? But for now, 9 is a really hard number, okay? And hey, listen to me. Going from 5 to 9 is a beautiful percentage, all right? Just wait for 7 to believe we've escaped these two. And yeah, hopefully this little red can take us up to green up there, right? 7 to 9 is a good double-digit percentage, all right? Overall, again, I'm going to repeat myself. I don't need to, right? Get me over the lines. That's the important thing. Where are we on the weekly? Again, look, we're still under the 8 moving average on the weekly, right? By a lot, actually, right? Where is the 8? So the 8 is 7 cents. Might be a little hard to get over that 7 cents. That's actually the number I just talked about, right? So 7 cents is going to be an important line. It actually is. But again, 7 to 9 ain't too bad. Listen, I know people want to talk about more. I know people want to talk about dollars when they're talking about AVTX, right? I'm not here for that, right? Like, slow and steady is not a bad thing. Let's go from 5 to 9. Let's go from 9. No, you know what? Let's go from 5 to 7, 7 to 9, 9 to 12, 12 to 17, 17 to 30. Like, the steps will get bigger, right? Just slow and steady ain't bad. And I'm going to be real honest. I've lost so much money back in the day on fanboys, especially on weed stocks, man. It was embarrassing just kind of looking back, right? So I would get way more views if my picture was different on the YouTube thing and I said nothing but here we go, here we go, here we go, all right? Let the stock make you believe. Hey, good luck to you. You know that, right? All right, let's come into Mullen really quickly. I'm gonna say a couple things. All right, number one, I am not here to spread fear. All right, number two, I am not here to ever tell you what to do with your money on any stock. Like, I don't use words like you should buy, you should hold, you should sell. Right? Like, I'm just a guy giving opinions. And believe me when I say this, and I don't even need, like, you know, there are plenty of fanboys and fangirls making videos and pumps on Mullen every given day. They've been making it since before the first split, since the second split, and then before, and will continue after this third one, right? So Mullen has plenty, all right? I'm here trying to give you as impartial thoughts as I can, and to me, and it's been the whole story. I don't like months and months and months and months of the same thoughts. Bad things happen under the 8 and the 20. It's been under the 8 and the 20 since before here. It's been under the 8 and the 20 since before here. It's been under the 8 and the 20 since before here. Where are we at again? The same place we've been for a while. Like, we've been knocking on the door of the 20 for a while. All right. And there were moments where, you know, even I, and I don't want to even say even I, like I'm something special, right? But like, I for sure started to believe, like, this one, I'm pretty sure was a big one I started to believe in. I know as the candles started getting a little different, yeah, this was the one where, because this one was a filled in one, this was a filled in one, this was a filled in one. That's where it started to not be a filled in one. I know I was excited on this one. I know I was watching a little, like, don't get me wrong, right? Like, I've seen the battle with the 20. I am eager to watch this thing break the 20 and fly, right? Like, I would love to trade Mullen again. Right now, I'm just, it's a little bit scary for me, right? Because again, all I'm seeing is a stock that goes under the 8, 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 gets over, but then the 20 brings it back down. Gets over, but then the 20 brings it back down. Gets over, but then the 20 gets back down. It gets over. What's the 20 going to do here? And again, to me, and look, I don't care about post-market. I don't care that it's going down. Like, that's insignificant. That's insignificant to me, okay? To me, what needs to happen is Mullen needs to make me believe that the stock's going to do something different, all right? Now, look, I always say reverse split is death, okay? I sincerely believe that. This 78% day is not going to make me think otherwise. Even if this thing starts to go up, 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 and maybe breaks the 20 and goes to the 50, breaks the 50 and goes to the 100, right? Like, even if all that happens, to me, reverse splits are always death, right? So I think it's important to just, and again, you can very much disagree with me. Throw it in the comments if you disagree with me, right? Like, I'm not going to hate on you. Like, we'll have a educated conversation about it, I hope, right? But I just, long term, I hate when I see this, right? Can it make a good short-term outlier anomaly little move? Yeah. And hey, I would love to ride that, right? And again, if Mullen makes me believe things are different, yeah, I'm down, okay? However, just when the stock is at the mercy of the 8 and the 20, it's frustratingly difficult, and this is all you see. You know what I mean? So again, I'm not here to spread fear. I'm just giving you my thoughts. What do I want to see? Like, that's a little too high. This is our number. Get me to 1689. The last thing, I'm actually going to show this real quick. You know what? I really do want to show this. I'm in this one, right? 0.15. Okay. So, oh my gosh. Oh, I hate when I do this. There are times when I'm just coming to the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, Mullen was something for sure we were talking about today, right? And I actually gave a couple numbers for the ride up, right? Like there are people that want to play this, and I when it was 15, I gave an estimate of what I thought it would do. It actually did a little bit better than that, and it happened very quickly. You know what I mean? So for sure, there are ways to not listen to what I'm saying and make money, right? Like I'm not here pretending to know it all and stuff, right? But to me, I'm just, thoughts and opinions, right? So let me know yours as always, even if you completely disagree with me. Otherwise, hey, I appreciate you so, so much. Thank you. Thank you.